I'm going to look at my 5 favourite key changes in classical music, and if you've been watching my videos, you'll know I consider changing key one of the most important processes in classical music. So, it's important to distinguish, I'm not talking about the usual series of modulations in key that classical music goes through all the time, but rather about single moments in music where a single change of key changes the entire character of the music. These are moments which turn on a dime. They're all moments of great intensity in each of these pieces, and the change of key can feel like the unlocking of a puzzle, and the music suddenly presents itself with a new face, but in a way that feels totally natural. Now, this choice is entirely personal, these are just my own favourites currently, but I'd be really interested to hear your own suggestions in the comments section below. So here we go straight away with number 5. This is from Beethoven's 5th Symphony, the moment that joins the 3rd movement to the final 4th movement, and it involves a slow change of key from C minor to C major. It doesn't happen immediately, but it's developed over a number of bars and teased by that fate theme in the kettle drums. But that grinding violin pulls you inevitably upwards through the harmonic mists. Until you emerge, glorious, into the key of C major. That harmonic journey from C minor to C major, in fact, really tells the whole story of the 5th Symphony. So this is a pivotal moment in that journey, a key moment in a key piece. At 4 we have this is the final movement to Mozart's final symphony, and boy, what a climax we have. The music is already at a fever pitch of excitement and rhythm. And yet Mozart manages to trump the already febrile pace with a change of key that raises the level seemingly higher before managing in that totally Mozartian way of taking us back to our home key as if the whole thing was totally natural. Our home key is C, and we've already gone through a set of key changes that would have satisfied the end of a great classical symphony. C, C7, F, D, and back to our home key of C. And yet, Mozart takes us on a new run. Suddenly, we're in F minor. Suddenly, D flat major, now A flat, before suddenly dropping back to our home key of C. It's a wonderful moment, so neat and elegant, unexpected, and yet like the solving of a miniature puzzle. Here it is one more time. And number 3. Another final piece here. This comes from the 1st movement of Schubert's wonderful final piano sonata. The sonata is in B flat, and so much of its music comes with a flattened sense of harmonics. The second theme comes in even flatter, in D flat. It's rich with an even deeper sense of flattened harmony. It's therefore amazing at the recapitulation when this theme is reintroduced just before the end. Via a brief lapse into C sharp minor, turns suddenly to a D major. This pivot into a sharpened key is like new sunlight spilling over the end of the sonata. We've been held in such a flattened key for so long that this really feels like a new turn. It's an absolutely beautiful moment that makes sense in terms of the whole movement. And here it is again. And number 2. This comes from the last movement of Sibelius' 5th Symphony, one of the great climaxes in music. It's just a great change of key, revelatory, one of those great moments in classical music. Everything has been moving along in B flat major, and suddenly we sink down to a D flat before rounding down to a C major, our symphony home key. It's a revelatory moment, the feeling of a new vista opening up before us. You can tell it's a big moment by the staging in this particular version. Here it is again. And so, at number 1 we have this is the climax of Wagner's opera Tristan and Isolde, when the music finally settles down into an E major chord. There's something so elemental about this drop to an E major, and that's because the entire opera has been a swirling vortex of harmonic instability and doubt. Look how the same music comes at the end of Act 2. We're just never allowed to settle harmonically. This is deliberate by Wagner, because suddenly, right at the climax, after literally hours of harmonic doubt, we're offered this settling stability, and it really shines out. Not just as a great key change, but one of the greatest moments of music ever. Yes, it's that good. Okay, so that rounds off this little series on harmony. Hope you enjoyed it, and like and subscribe. Thank you!